If I'm breathing heavy, I apologize. I just used my asthma pump, so bear with my fat self. I know I'm breathing heavy. Anyways, I wanted to record this video a while ago, but between working, trying to get a new job and going to job interviews, recording, editing, other videos, trying to stream and all that, I've been quite busy. And as well, I originally had it recorded, but I didn't want to do it with the balance patch just on the horizon. So I've been playing the new Artillerist for a little bit, and now it's time to make this video. So today I'm going to be showcasing my Artillerist, not in a way to show off my character or show off my account, but more so as a log at 3,000 hours of what my character looks like, so I could use it for my own personal reference or in case you guys are curious. Now, that being said, an account at 3,000 hours can look like a lot of different things, whether someone's more focused on PvP, PvE, hell rating, or whatever it is. Things can look very different. This is just my own account. But with that being said, let's talk about my Artillerist. My Artillerist was my second character ever to tier 3. He was my first main alt character, so he holds a dear place in my heart. So I've tried to make sure I take care of him and make him very strong. Now, this is his quality. He actually does have some decent quality, as you'll see here. Got pretty lucky on some rolls. His weapon is 81 quality. And then the gloves and pants are 94 and 97. The jewelry is quality. I tried to get as decent jewelry as I possibly could. And this is just what I finished up with. Now that I've showed off the quality and the jewelry and stuff like that, here are the engravings: Grudge Keen, Blunt, Barrage, Cursed Doll, All Out Attack. You could use Adrenaline instead of Cursed Doll, but from what I hear, managing adrenaline stacks with the Barrage can be kind of annoying because of the holding skills, and adrenaline doesn't give you the stack until the skill goes on cooldown, which for a lot of holding skills is after you finish the holding segment, which can be a little annoying. Here are the gems. I have level 7 on my damage, level 6 on my cooldown, and for cards I have 18-piece Light of Salvation. But now the main thing that people usually want to see is the skills. So I'm going to go through the skill build, talk about some of the things I miss with the old skill build and some of the cool things about the new stuff. But let's go ahead and go through the skills first. So for forward barrage, we have 2-1-1. Homing barrage, we have 2-3-2. Energy field, I have 3-2-1. Some people use quick prep. I don't like quick prep. I prefer the energy increase. I prefer the extra duration on the shield. Flamethrower, we have 3-2-1. You can also use 3-3-1 if you want the shield. I just use the range. I use this for like chaos dungeons and stuff. Air raid, we have 2-3-2. Gravity explosion, 1-3-2. For enhanced shell, we're using 1-2. And summon turret, 2-1-2. Obviously, the barrage skills do not have any tripods, but I am using Rage, Galewind, and Galewind on my skills. Now, Gravity Explosion, Flamethrower, and Forward Barrage are the main meter gain skills, or barrage meter gain, and I have Wealth Runes on them. I'm going to be honest, I don't think I've perfected the new Artillerist yet. I'm sure there are better rotations to make sure your firepower meter is maxed, to make sure your barrage meter is maxed, to max your firepower meter the fastest that you can, and all that stuff. I'm still getting used to it, so if you have any tips, don't be afraid to let me know in the comments below. But anyways, here's the build, right? We still use forward barrage and flamethrower as some of our main meter gain skills. Now we're using the turret more so for damage. The reason that's important is because we introduce enhanced shell with the synergy. So it lasts for 8 seconds and it's a 5-second cooldown, so it's a very quick cooldown. The cool thing is this is another skill that we can throw a Purify rune on. If you're running things that require a Purify, having a skill with Purify on it that is a very low cooldown is super helpful. As well as they added this tripod where you get more meter gain from using it. So that's our barrage meter. I gotta remember it's been separated. So load is for barrage meter, right? We also have gravity explosion, which is much easier to use, much better in my opinion than multiple rocket launcher. It's faster, it gives more meter gain, it's faster, it feels like it does more damage. But the thing is, with getting enhanced shell and getting rid of multiple rocket launcher is a high stagger skill, and we were also using swing, which is a high stagger skill. So we do lose a little bit of stagger on the build overall. We also lose a quick weak point in swing, but we do have weak points still with gravity explosion. But the weak point or destruction does not apply until the explosion at the end, until you hit the perfect zone, right? So it doesn't apply as you're holding the gravity explosion. It only applies once you let go. Boom. That's the destruction, right? I just remember that I could use my skills here. But yeah, overall the build is really nice. You still have weak point on homing barrage, and then when you transform you have weak point on your howitzer. And the reason I mentioned weak point, obviously for a lot of raids like Cuckoo, that may not be important, but when you're fighting things like Kungalanium, other Guardian raids, Vaulton, these things can be important, right? And for other raids in the future, Guardian raids or whatever, it can play an important role. So having more weak point when other classes may lack it can be pretty important. But the overall takeaway from it is this new build feels so much more fluid. It doesn't feel like I am just stuck waiting for my meter to run out, or my skills are really low cooled or really long cooldowns and I gotta wait for them, and then I'm just sitting there twiddling my thumbs doing nothing. This new Barrage Artillerist feels so good. It does so much damage. You just actually feel like the classes, I can't even, it feels so good. If you played the old one compared to the new one, it just feels so good. The meter not automatically diminishing after 20 seconds is just great, and not having to wait for the rest of the timer once you leave the barrage is also super important. I haven't seen too many different skills. I think when the update first dropped, I saw some people using the new skill, pressurized heat bomb. Maybe there are skill builds that use it. If there is another skill build that you use that you think is better, or that you would change from mine, or you would change from the meta one or whatever, feel free to let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'm always down to try out different builds. No need to put down other people's builds, but we can all work together to see and find what we like, right? So yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all there is for me to talk about as far as the skill build. I showed off the cards, gems, engravings, and all of that stuff. So if there are any other questions that you have, feel free to let me know, in the comments below, or on my Twitch stream, twitch.tv/Hyga. Until next time, it's been your boy Hyga. I hope you guys have a good day.